What's up, everybody? It's your girl Queen Naija back in the building with another video. And I just woke up this morning and I'm sitting on my balcony and the sun is shining and I feel amazing. It's 7:59 right now. It's about to be 8 o'clock in the morning, and usually it's crazy because like I wake up at like on a day where I don't have to do anything, I wake up at like maybe 9-10, and so I just woke up extra early this morning. So I decided, why not sit out on my porch while the sun is shining this morning, and why not, you know, do a little video. So I decided to sit here and talk about how blessed I am. And sometimes, like, when people get blessed, you know, they be so stuck in their blessings and what they doing that they like forget to actually thank God for them. And I never want to be the type to send y'all double signals. So it's like, if I know I'm not fully on track with God, like, I tend to stray away from talking about him because I don't want to be looked at as, like, you know, a hypocrite. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just not where I should be. And, you know, I know a lot of people will say, oh, you acting holier than thou, but you doing this and you doing that. So I just stray away from talking about it. And I shouldn't, because, like, if I can talk about all these other subjects, if I can talk about my past and talk about just everything else, I should be able to talk about God and how he blesses me, how he blesses all of us, and how we don't deserve it. And, you know, sometimes we take it for granted. Like I said, I'm no angel, but, you know, I wake up every single morning and I have another breath to breathe. I have another chance every morning that everybody wake up. That's God giving us another chance to get it right with him, you know. And sometimes I be feeling like I strayed away so far from him that it's like hard to get back to where I belong with him, because like I'm so far away. Sometimes I feel like that's just probably the enemy trying to distract me, because no matter what you're doing and no matter what you did, like last night or the day before, or no matter what you have a problem doing, what your issues are, God always wants to keep you close. He wants to have that relationship with you, so that, you know, if anything, you know, do happen, you can have some kind of faith. And not just if anything do happen, but just to keep you in his arms. But really, it's really like our decision, you know, whether we want to stay close to him or not. And sometimes it gets really hard, because when you get so wrapped up in what you're doing, it becomes like a routine, and so you forget about what you're really supposed to be doing. He's blessed me to come a very, very, very long way from where I used to be. And sometimes I don't understand why he keeps blessing me the way he does. And I sit here and I think, well, God, it's like I'm not fully committed. And like I know, like I said, I'm no angel, man, but it's like I know who he is, and I do have a foundation. You know, my mom, one thing my mom did for me was made sure I knew who God was. And I sit here and I just be thinking, like, I really don't deserve all these blessings. Like, it's a blessing, you know. Not everybody gets the chance to do the things that I do. Not everybody has it as easy as I do. And sometimes I could take it for granted, and I just wake up and I just, you know, get on my phone and look straight at my phone, because it's such a habit. And I don't even be like, thank you, Lord, for waking me up, because it's such a habit. It's such a routine. It's something I'm so used to doing. So like I wake up and I just get straight on my phone. Not that I don't care about God or love God, it's just that it's like I'm so into what I'm doing, and it's the usual that I just forgot. Sometimes we take it for granted, but this morning I just wanted to wake up, and instead of just saying thank you Lord, you know, under my breath, I wanted to thank God in front of everybody, just like how I do everything else in front of everybody. I live my whole life in front of y'all, and y'all basically see every aspect of my life, and I want y'all to see me thanking God too. You know, why keep that a secret? You know, the least I can do is just, you know, tell y'all what he's done, you know, for me. You know, I haven't always had it like this. I ain't always had the good life, as y'all would call it. And the crazy thing is, I came so far that sometimes I don't even remember the feeling, because I'll be so stuck in how blessed I am now. But when I really sit and think about it, I do remember the feeling of struggling, man. I struggled so hard the year of 2015, the winter of 2015. Y'all, I was a regular person. I remember CJ was like a baby. He wasn't a freshly newborn, but he was a baby. Maybe like, I don't know, around 6-7 months old. And I didn't have a place of my own. I was with my ex-husband, and we were homeless. Like, we didn't have nowhere to go. And I remember just searching for jobs and going back and forth to these job interviews, and the jobs wouldn't call me back. And then when I finally got a job that was decent paying, I think it was like $9.50 an hour, and I was so happy to get that job. When I finally got it, I lost it the second day because my car had broke down on the way to work, and I was late. And I was driving my little Jeep around, and the engine was going bad. And at night, me and my baby would sleep on an air mattress inside of a house with like 13 people in it. It was only a 3-bedroom house. We were sleeping on an empty dining room floor next to a window, where it was so cold, and it was like January. And I just remember like not even really having no money for like food, you know what I'm saying? But God still made a way that we ate. But like we barely had money to eat. And like, it was just so hard, y'all. Like, day by day, waking up, just trying to make ends meet. And I had a whole child, and I was thinking like, how could I bring a child into this world and I can't even take care of it? And I just felt so bad. And I used to look at my baby, and I used to cry sometimes and be like, how am I gonna make it for him? Like, how am I gonna show him, you know, a good life, and show him, you know, something that, you know, I didn't fully have. I'm not gonna say that I was like completely poor when I was younger, but because my mom she did work her job. But even working a regular job is hard, you know. When it was easy with just me, but when my mama had all of us, it got harder, you know, as we got older. You know, sometimes we would go to school, and you know, we would go to school and we couldn't all get new school clothes, and she couldn't afford it. But God always made a way that we did. But we would still struggle. But I still watch her like work. I watch her work, but it's like it still was very hard, you know. So I wanted to give my son, you know, just something, at least a 9-to-5. I was thinking back then, and I was just, my life plans weren't his plans. Back then, I was only trying to, you know, be a working mom with a husband, and you know, with a regular apartment. And God saw different for me. And it's like I went through so much and I didn't understand why at the time, and now I do. And now here I am before all these people, and it's like pros and cons to it, because like my life is great. I have enough money where I can take care of my family, take care of both of my kids, the one that's coming soon, and CJ. And back then I just didn't see this coming. I didn't see anything coming though. I didn't see my divorce coming. I didn't see all the good coming. I didn't see all the bad coming. You know, we don't know the future, but it's crazy because like something could be going so bad in our lives, and God has something totally different for us planned in the future, but we have to trust and hold on to him. And I'm just really so grateful. It's like the amount of grace and mercy that God gives me is just so, what's the word? It's just so incredible. And how could I just sit up here and not tell y'all? Like, I've been through a lot of things, and it's not just like struggling that I've been through. I've been through so many things, so many hidden things that nobody really know about. Some of the things that I will never expose to social media, maybe until I'm ready. But some things I never expose to social media because, you know, people out there, they take what you went through and they use it against you, you know. But I done been through some deep stuff that I used to be like, why am I here on earth? Like, why am I even here? What's my purpose? But no matter what we go through, no matter how bad it is, it's like God has a purpose for us. And that's why I stay humble the way I do. And people be like, Queen, why you so nice? And you know, people talk about me like a dog on social media, on the shade room. Like, people talk about me like a dog, but you know what? I still wake up every day and I live my normal life because I know that I have a purpose. And I know that even though it may not look so good right now, not talk about my life, but even though like my spiritual life might not look so good right now, and I may not be setting the best example, I know that in the future, you know, one day I will be able to set a great example for everybody. But God is still working on me himself. And you know, I have issues, you know, within me that I need to be delivered from, truthfully. Like, I have issues. I have temptation issues. Like, everybody have their own different issues, you know. Some people have anger, some people have lust, you know, some people have unforgiveness issues. Everybody have their own issues. And you know, I'm still in the midst of my issues, you know. And I believe that one day God is gonna fully deliver me from this and fix it. And this is as real as it gets, y'all. I'm not no perfect girl. I grew up singing in church. I know who God is. I know right from wrong, but I don't always follow the right path. And that's why I'm so blown away at why God keep blessing me. I just be like, I don't get it. But it's like I just can't do nothing but thank him. Like, I don't even know how to thank him, truthfully. I don't even know how to thank him. I don't know how I can repay him back, you know, besides giving my full life. And that's something that I really want to do, but day by day it gets hard to fully commit. But I want to be committed. And you know, just because you young don't mean you can't be fully committed. But I feel like the younger you are, the harder it is, because like it's so many things out here for us that like young people want to do. Like, we want to go out and we want to live this lifestyle and do this and do that, and we want to make our own decisions and like make our own mistakes and bump our heads. So it's just like harder, where it's to like seem like the more older and mature you get, you settle down and you don't need to do that stuff no more. Like, you don't really want to smoke or drink, or not to say I smoke or drink, I'm just speaking in general, but like, you don't really want to do that stuff. And then by the time you get older, a lot of people know that they want to get married. Like, marriage is a big step, you know. I got married at 19 because I was in church and I was having a baby, and I felt that I was in love with the person, and you know, I just didn't want to live the lifestyle of like shacking up, and I didn't want to be unmarried and have a child out of wedlock. And that's why I got married, because I wanted to make it right with God. And I know that the right thing to do would be to get married, make it right with God. Again, since I'm having another child and I'm not married, and you know, I would feel like that's the only thing that I'm a little ashamed of, because I know right from wrong. But I also know that God makes no mistakes, you know. And this child came, and I wasn't gonna kill it. I wasn't gonna have an abortion. All I can do is just really keep praying to God that he keeps the child healthy and keeps me healthy. And I ask that God just, you know, make things right for the future. You know, I know that everything takes time, but I just really want to be sure of a lot of stuff. And you know, I should have thought about that. I know a lot of people say, well, you should have thought about that when you was in the act, or this and that. But then again, like I said, these are my daily struggles and my issues that God is dealing with me about. But y'all, God is so good, and I just want to give everybody some kind of motivation, you know, that if you feel like you're not walking the right path, if you feel like you strayed away like too far from Him, you know, still don't be afraid to just talk to Him. You know, talk to God as if like He's your friend, because He is our friend. Talk to Him. You know, if you're going through an issue, if you got an issue with temptation or this or that, like, be real with Him, because He know your heart anyway. Be real with Him. Be like, God, you know, I got this problem, and I feel like I can't stop doing it, and I need you to help deliver me from it, you know. Or, you know, at least until you deliver me from it fully, like, just please shed your mercy on me, because, you know, I don't want to go out sad. And I don't want to go out sad, because truthfully, y'all, even though right now life is great, you know, time is winding up. Time is really winding up. And I may joke around, and, you know, I may talk about a lot of stuff and just joke around about this and that, and my baby Zadi. But truthfully, y'all, time is winding up, and I just don't want to be, I don't want to be left here, you know what I'm saying? I think about it every single day. The music I sing, I know I sing about my life experiences and love, but at some point in time, I'm gonna have to sing about my purpose and how God blesses me, and sing about Him and get His name out there. When I was like maybe 14 or 15, God told me personally that if I made His name great, He would make my name great. And my name is great now. A lot of people know who I am, you know. A lot of people hate me and a lot of people love me, but a lot of people know who I am. And so now, you know, I just have to make sure I hold up my end of the deal and make His name great and spread His name, which is Jesus. And I just really felt inspired this morning to get up and talk about it. And so I hope that, you know, you all don't judge me, because truthfully, I ain't all the way right, but I could give y'all some kind of jewels. I know that kids watch me too, and I know everything I do ain't really worthy for kids to watch, but sometimes I get so mixed up, because like, I know kids watch me, but at the same time I'm grown, so it gets kind of hard. Like, I'm not a kid channel. I'm like a lifestyle channel, daily lifestyle and what I do. But this is some good stuff for, you know, everybody of all ages. So I just truly really thank God, and he really brought me a long way, me and my family. And he's surrounded me with people that I could trust, and people, you know, that I feel, you know, has the best interest for me, and I'm thankful for that. And hopefully one day all of us can be fully committed to him. So yeah, this was my morning thoughts, my morning rant. And I just really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna go back inside and make some breakfast or something, or eat some cereal, and then when Claire wake up, probably make some breakfast, because I can't eat that much right now. It's too early. But I love you all, and thank you for watching my video, and make sure you guys stay tuned for the next one.